The PDP in Edo State would not be signing any peace accord for the governorship election until members illegally arrested by the IG of police are released or tried. This is what the governor of Edo State, Obaseki, told the peace committee headed by Absalami Abubakar. He said that the PDP is not interested in any peace accord signing until members that have been arrested by the IG of police illegally is being released. Okay, he said that even if they committed any offense in Edo State, at least they should be tried.
I'm very worried, very, very worried, because from the developments and where we are today, I think my party met yesterday and we're not likely to sign this agreement. The person who is supposed to enforce peace, the peace accord, is now an active participant in creating a destructive environment. We've had situations where, from the Inspector General's office, there are armed gangs of policemen who have come into Edo State to just invade, arrest, and take away PDP members. As we speak, there are about 10 in detention in Abuja without trial. 2 days ago, they came to pick up a local government chairman. This man, the chairman was going back home. He was attacked and shot at. And the police, he reported, and the police said he should come to give evidence. He came, they arrested him. And as I speak, he's in Abuja. I'm saying, how? Even if offenses were committed in Edo State, why would you not charge the offenses here and try them here? Why take them to Abuja? I mean, are these offenses of high treason? And then in Abuja, why not charge them to court in Abuja? The police, the IG's office came in and obtained warrants to arrest 60 PDP supporters. 60.
60.
Yes, they have the warrants. So all just essentially driving all our leaders into hiding. And for me, my role as the chief security officer is being made nonsense of by the IG. Because the commission arrests, we heard somebody was arrested, the chairman was arrested. I called the commissioner. I said, please, I understand this has happened. Please look into it and let me know. He said, I'll come back to you, sir. And he just refused, he ignored me, didn't say anything. It was the next morning at 4 a.m. he moved that person to Abuja. And I said, speak the outlet. So, sir, how can we sign a peace accord? Why should we? Because clearly what they're saying is it's going to be a very violent election. And they're going to use the forces of coercion and intimidation to win the elections in Edo, whether we like it or not. That's the message. I'm glad the IG is in town. We say no until everybody arrested in Edo is released or brought back to Edo to be tried for whatever offenses you claim they've committed. We have no confidence that the police is going to protect us in these elections.
Now you can see how the governor vehemently spoke to their faces. When you see peace accords like this, you see these same men. During the 2023 elections that peace accords were signed, people were killed, people were disenfranchised on live TV, on the social media. The evidences were all over. What happened at the end of the day? What was the effect of the peace accord? Remember, during the signing of the peace accord, the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, refused to respect the national anthem. He puts his hands in the pocket. You remember then. What is the essence of a peace accord? When the government is taking measures to disenfranchise and intimidate people prior to elections. See what they are trying to do. First, we heard that 4,000 beavers washed away by flood or affected by flood. Now, they changed the commissioner of police in Edo State. Now, a cousin to the FCT minister, in quote, is the INEC rec of Edo State. All these are being appointed by the government in power, headed by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who came earlier to the state to promise Edo State, to promise APC Edo State. He said, I am the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. I am going to give you Edo State. That is a direct threat on the rights, on the fundamental franchise of Edo voters, which interpreted means that whoever wants to vote and contest the elections, the APC, a party that I belong to, would hold on to that state. Many people I've spoken to, they have said that they are ready for any showdown in Edo State. If the APC tries anything funny, that they are going to make sure that the revolution that is going to engulf the country will start from Edo State. Why I'm making this broadcast is for you to understand the kind of people that we have as leaders. Imagine an IG of police, a Christian that goes to church, that sits in the front row. The pastor gives them the front row because they are special people to God. Pulling this kind of stunt. You arrest somebody without trial. You don't try the person in the state that the offense was committed. Then you take that person to Abuja after the governor in power in Edo State have tried to follow due process, but yet you decide to take law into your hands. These are people that call themselves Christians and elders in church. When people start attacking the church or attacking some of these characters in church, you see some holier than thou elements will start saying that you don't talk against men of God. This is what APC did during the 2023 elections. But I love the governor. The governor has come out to say different things. And one of the things he said is that Edo will never fall to the APC. And I trust my Edo brothers that they are going to stand their grounds and defend their votes. But however, the weapon that is fashioned against Edo State and the voters is a different kind of weapon. The people you are dealing with, you need to understand how to deal with them. These people don't have conscience. These people are devils. These people are witches and wizards. These people only are concerned about power and their political tentacles, political structure. When I say if INEC and judiciary votes for you, you win election, not the people. The votes of the people don't win the elections. The elections being won by stakeholders, those that can manipulate elections, and those that can stop you from challenging the elections. Somebody said, INEC announces the results, judiciary affirms it, and the police is being used to intimidate you to stop making comment or fighting for your rights. That is the system that is being employed by the current APC regime. If you look at what he said that most of the PDP stakeholders, members, are being hijacked, arrested, intimidated from Edo State and taken to an unknown destination in Abuja. Whether it is a police station, whether it's the IG of police office, or wherever it is, these guys are doing the bidding of the APC. Imagine when an IG of police tries all he can because of winning an election. Imagine, according to Obaseki, wants to destabilize a state, wants to make a state unpeaceful, wants to make sure that there's no peace in an election. He's fighting against justice and fairness. He's fighting against credible election. When the government is in power, fights against credible elections, that's when you know that there's big problem. I repeat, when the government in power is against credible elections, that is when you know that there's a big problem. We know that generally the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the APC, is being rejected widely by Nigerians. In a free and fair contest, Tinubu will not get 1 million votes all over the country. If they don't do all those canvassing, all those bribing and all sort of they will not get 1 million votes all over the country. In a free and fair contest, an Osibajo will beat a Tinubu hands down. In a free and fair contest, an additional will beat a Tinubu hands down, and Okonjo-Iweala will beat a Tinubu hands down in a free and fair contest. Not talk of Atiku or Tinubu. They know that the people did not vote for them. They know that the people are against them. They know that the people are planning to kick them out of office. But what do they do? What do you think they still do? They want to put themselves, assert themselves in power by all means, using all sort of intimidation and harassment. Now, these guys may be arrested and released after the elections when they perfect all their gimmicks. That's why I'm saying there is no hope in a country that behaves like this. There is no hope in the country that is willingly wanting to make a peaceful exercise violent. The government, which is supposed to be asking for a peaceful and credible election, is the same government that is working hard day and night to make sure that an election is violent. They come out to lie, manipulate, and say all sort of untrue things to you to lower your guard down. When we are talking about a country that would never benefit the people, that is what the kind of country we are in today. Imagine the crisis that will erupt in Edo State if the APC carry out their evil agenda in Edo State. My opinion is my opinion. Please respect my opinion. I see APC winning Edo State because APC are people, zombies that don't have a conscience. They don't care about what you and I are saying. It only takes a forceful eviction for them to get out of that place. Are Nigerians ready for revolution? The revolution we are talking about is not the ones that you carry placard in the face of a soldier that is carrying gun. You carry the national flag in the face of a police that is carrying gun. It has not worked over the years. Revolution is how we can make sure that bad leaders are not in the position of power. If you have any idea on that kind of revolution, then you can share it with Nigerians that still want Nigeria. I'm telling you, it's sure that protests that whereby you carry a placard, you carry Nigerian flag, you carry leaves in front of these current police officers and military officers that we have. They don't care about the Nigerian flag. They don't care about the placards. You are going to be killed. That is not a revolution. Revolution you do with your senses with you. We are not going to play the same games with anybody. I've said it, if the Labour Party, if other parties, if the PDP, Labour Party and other parties don't restructure the electoral whatever reforms that tells you that there must be a manual collation and also a digital collation. They have two options. So if they are going to rig the elections, if the digital transmitting of results to INEC does not favor them, they might resort to the manual old ways whereby they can still be rigging the elections. They are giving themselves options. Buhari said he brought reforms, but the reforms he brought whereby the transmitting of results to the IREV will be seen in real life. They had to put another option of manual collation. So the APC had to opt for the manual collation because they knew that the digital whatever, the transmission of results in real time would not put Tinubu in power. So they had to opt for the manual collation and announcement of results. That is what Yakubu Mahmood used in announcing Tinubu as winner in the 2023 presidential elections. If there's no reform of the electoral of the electoral body of INEC, sack INEC, reform it before your 2027 elections, these intimidations are going to be more. They are going to carry out more intimidations come 2026/2027. Let me repeat: these people don't have conscience. They don't send you Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, whoever they are. They don't send you. Yorubas are dying as a result of the policies of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. While he was governor, some people lost their life, which are Yoruba. So don't even look at it as, okay, he's my brother. You are being delusional. You are being delusional. How are you faring under this regime? How is it? How are you benefiting under this regime? So let's go back to Edo State. Majority of the people in Edo State are saying they are going to vote out the APC. They don't want to see the APC, but the APC is saying that we must take this state by hook or by crook. This is how they are going to take the state. My opinion, though, Edo State is largely known as a state, and the president went to do a campaign in Edo State. He says that those boys is going to empower them from other internet or violent activities. They'll be doing plantain chips business. That's what the governor, the president, promised Edo State youth. You know there is cultism in Edo State. Bring out some billions of naira, bribe the head of these cultists and those that are prone to cause violence. If there is an eventual announcement of Okpebolo as winner of the APC, so they will want to settle and shut down the mouths of those that have the capacity to cause violence. That means the organized sector, whether it is the confraternity or whether it is the unions and whoever. That's what they're going to do. Announcing Okpebolo as winner will be an easy task for them because they are putting their men on ground to make sure that they work at polling units and give them instructions of what to do at every point in time. They are in control of the NYSC and the INEC officials that are going to officiate the APC that is promising that they must win Edo State by all costs. INEC officials are there to carry out instructions. The INEC rec is there, who is a cousin to Wike, is there to carry out instructions. If he announces the election, there might be 1 or 2 pockets of violence in the state. As they arrested PDP members and refused to try them in Edo State and took them to Abuja, that is the same way they are going to take the collation of the results to Abuja, and they will announce in Abuja, and they will tell you to go to court. And when you go to court, INEC has voted. When they announce the results, they have voted. They will not send you to the judiciary. Judiciary will now vote and affirm whoever that they want to affirm as winner. After the judiciary vote, now the police will be used to intimidate and put people to silence, like what the governor has accused the IG of police of doing. Imagine an IG of police supporting the illegal arrest of people that have not been tried, or if they have committed any offense, why don't you try them? But you just carry people and just put them, just lock them. Leaders of a party, local government chairman who was being attacked. This place is not a real place. I tell you, this place is not a real place. The P2B, the article, the aerofiles of this world, if you want to remove the Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you must find a way of using revolution, not protest. Peaceful protest would not remove black presidents. African black presidents are not removed by peaceful protests. It is revolution that makes sure that bad leaders are taken out of that position. You see, these people are not reasonable. They are not thinking normal. They are not normal. These guys are heartless. These guys are heartless. They are evil and all. What can you call them? When the other time they say they are going for protests against this kind of APC regime, they are going for a protest. I was thinking whether these guys are serious. Protest. When IPOB started with their placard, they killed hundreds. Peaceful protest. The Nigerian army killed hundreds of Igbos because of peaceful protest. So when they started defending themselves, the number reduced. The same with the Boko Haram. They killed the Boko Haram leader. When Boko Haram leaders now revenge, The army are even dying in their drones. So when you are going to confront a devil, you must find means and ways, not peaceful. Peacefully is never an option. So I hope Edo State voters stand and defend their votes against the evil people in APC.